Hello and welcome back to our M1 Finance or my M1 Finance multiple streams of income dividend investment portfolio update. Today was not too bad. The market ended up a little bit on the upside today. However, my particular portfolio sitting at $32,499 is down by $7.85, which, it's okay, not a big deal. Now, the overall growth of this particular dividend income portfolio for the year is sitting at minus $730. So my return is negative 2.25%. Now, for those of you guys who are brand new to the channel, this particular M1 Finance portfolio consists of only dividend growth stocks or stocks that pay a dividend. The purpose of this particular dividend growth portfolio is to generate passive income. That's why I titled it the multiple streams of income. Out of the stocks that I have in this portfolio, one of which is the SCHD, which is the Invesco S&P 500 High Dividend ETF. I actually picked that ETF up first as I was learning about which dividend paying stocks I wanted to go with. So by picking a dividend paying ETF, it allowed me to get started by investing in a bundle, a wide assortment of dividend paying stocks. So that's why I went with that one first. But overall, if we look at the all-time growth performance of the portfolio, I started the account back in February 4th of 2020 with $500 roughly, and I made my initial purchases then. Today, we're sitting at $32,499 in invested capital, but the total fund is worth $34,457. So I have roughly $1,700 that I have not yet invested, which right now, as the stock market is down, the S&P 500 is down roughly 20%. NASDAQ is down roughly 30%, somewhere between 25 and 30% right now. I'm keeping my eye out on certain dividend growth stocks that are presenting good opportunities for me. One of the goals that I had for this multiple streams of income dividend growth portfolio account here is achieving financial freedom, and one day being able to say, goodbye to the 9 to 5 grind and sitting in traffic and doing a job that you don't necessarily love doing. So that was my goal behind creating this particular account. It was to generate passive income. I think a lot of people would love to achieve that dream, and I know it's possible. So anyway, this is one stepping stone or one tool that I'll be using to make that happen. I do have additional streams of passive income, which I will be sharing with you guys in future videos. But yeah, I wanted to just kind of give you guys a quick update on this M1 Finance portfolio and actually give you a couple of additional updates on some recent stories. So Peloton actually sweetened the employee pay incentives as it fights to boost morale and stage a turnaround. Now, this was actually very positive and inspiring news, especially in the light or in the face of multiple layoffs that are coming down the pipeline. As the Fed continues to hike up interest rates, more and more employers are becoming concerned, and they're proactively letting employees go in order to attempt to brace for a future recession. It says here, at the time of the C-suite's shakeup, Peloton announced that it was slashing roughly $800 million in annual costs. That included cutting 2,800 jobs, or about 20% of corporate positions. Now investors are waiting to see if McCarthy can grow sales and win over customers as surging inflation squeezes budgets and a corporate labor market makes it harder for companies to hold on to employees. So that's what's going on here with Peloton. But also, Peloton sweetened the incentives for its apparently the workers that they did hold on to with one-time cash bonuses and changes to its stock compensation plan as it fights to hold on to employees and fixes its struggling business, according to internal memos seen by CNBC. So on the one hand, looks like they're letting people go, but on the other hand, they're trying to boost morale by offering one-time cash bonuses to the people that they did hold on to. Okay, well, that's Peloton for you. GameStop jumps in, extending trading after announcing a 4-to-1 stock split. A lot of you guys were keeping an eye on GameStop. I know I was. Between GameStop and AMC, that's all you could. You couldn't watch CNBC or hang out in the Reddit forums without seeing an update, massive updates, almost on a minute by minute basis regarding GME and AMC stock. Says here, shares of GameStop jumped more than 8% in extended trading Wednesday after retailers said a 4-for-1 stock split was approved by its board. So big news on GameStop and their 4-for-1 stock split. Shareholders who own the stock at the close of the market on July 18th will get a dividend of 3 additional shares for each of the company's Class A common stock, according to the retailer. Me personally, I probably won't be adding GameStop to my M1 Finance Dividend Portfolio. However, it might not be a bad speculation play. But you guys comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about GameStop as a trade or even as an investment. Do you have it in your portfolio? Are you thinking about adding it? Let me know what you guys are thinking and seeing. The Fed sees more restrictive policy as likely if inflation fails to come down. Guys, looks like we're going to see another rate hike coming from the Fed. Federal Reserve officials in June emphasized the need to fight inflation, even if it meant slowing an economy that already appears on the brink of recession. Members said the July meeting would also see another 50 or 75 basis point move on top of a 75 basis point increase approved in June. So basically, we're going to see some form of a rate hike more than likely before the end of this month. And it looks like it's probably going to be somewhere between 50 and 75 basis points. So huge moves. We've already seen a big response in the mortgage rate segment of the market as a result of the previous 2 rate hikes. And it's bringing the housing market to a crawl. It's not a housing market crash, but certainly causing housing inventory to sit. So anybody out there looking to buy a house right now, the game has changed just a little bit. Comment down below if you're renting or if you own a house right now and you're considering buying. What do you guys think about this housing market? Do you think that we're going to get a housing market crash? Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments down below. Do you think it's better to just kind of rent and kind of wait this thing out? Yeah. Now, something that's a little concerning is that Beijing is tightening their pandemic vaccine requirements as cases grow nationwide. Now, me personally, I caught the bug a couple weeks back, and I know several people personally that have caught the we'll just call it the pandemic virus again. And personally, I just feel like I think a lot more people are getting it, but we're just not seeing the reports of how much this thing is spreading again. Seems like it might be ticking up. I don't know what you guys are seeing. That's just my personal take on it. It says here, Beijing, China's capital city, is set to require pandemic vaccinations for entering gyms and other venues. This is the first mandate at such scale in the country. The vaccine requirements comes after a resurgence in new cases in Beijing, Shanghai, and other parts of China last week. Now, it's a little concerning because we've got the whole supply chain issue. Lockdowns have already taken place over in China again, and it's been going on for, I think it's over a month now. So if this thing picks back up again, we could potentially see a supply chain shock like we've not seen before, especially since our supply chain hasn't fully recovered. You've got, Tesla cars that have been delayed, the production, Apple iPhones production have been delayed, chip shortages. So big, huge mess going on with the supply chain still that we haven't fully recovered from yet. So it's going to be real interesting to see where that goes. But anyway, guys, just wanted to give you a quick daily update on my M1 Finance Dividend Portfolio. And definitely hit the link in the description down below so that you can see exactly which stocks I'm holding in it. Maybe you'll consider looking into the stocks that I'm holding for the purpose of dividend investing, for creating passive income. And you can research that on your own to see if maybe one or more of those stocks might be a good fit for you in your dividend portfolio. So anyway, guys, if you haven't already, drop a like for the video, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.